Every Monday, Kuby Energy also proudly presents a little something we call Positive Reflections. Sam, you and I have been waiting almost a full week to show off these photos. Everybody that's listening to this on the podcast, you must check out our special file. You can find Positive Reflections released as an individual link via our YouTube channel, or of course, just go to the end of Monday's show. These sent in from Travis. Prepare to be wowed, my friends. Look at this. Travis says, I don't know what it is about seeing wolves in the wild, but it almost feels like a spiritual experience. He says maybe it's the haunting stare or the, look at that photo. Are you kidding me? The obvious intelligence, but I consider being able to experience these apex predators a blessing. He says these were taken last weekend in Banff. We turned a corner and this beautiful wolf was right there to greet us, of course, from the safety of our truck. He says, my wife Taylor and I have taken up the hobby of wildlife photography over the last couple of years. Amidst the panic of there being an actual wolf in our presence, my wife was able to snap these beautiful images. Travis says, I hope you and other real talkers enjoy. That is one of the most beautiful animals I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
I would agree with that.
I've
been waiting to show these off all week. Oh, man.
Now, I'm not going to say I want to see that fella when I'm out hiking. I'm not saying I want to see him when I'm out at 3 a.m. taking my moonlight pee. I don't want to see him then, but I'm happy to see Travis's photos now. His wife, unbelievable job there as well. And this one from Robert. We're going to wrap up our show today on this. It's absolutely fantastic. We invite you to talk at ryanjesperson.com to share your feel-good stories for Positive Reflections, including random acts of kindness. And this had me on the floor. This is amazing. Robert says, not long ago, I was driving with my 11-year-old and I was talking to her about being grateful and giving back and how many people have been struggling through the course of this pandemic. So we stopped at Tim's to get a coffee, an ice cap for her. And I said, honey, let's pay for the order behind us to show some kindness. He said I was sort of trying to set up a life lesson. So I got to the window and I said, I'll pay for the guy behind me too. And I handed her a fresh $20 bill. Pretty proud of myself, not going to lie. That's when the staffer told me that their order was $28. And at first I was like, who orders $28 at Timmy's? Realizing I didn't even have that much cash. So I started digging through my ashtray and I only had $4.50 in there. And then I had to ask my daughter, honey, do you have any money on you? And she said, I'm 11. Why would I have cash? And so I had to crawl into the back of my SUV to get my credit card out of my jacket. I had to cover my bet. There was no way I could let that moment go or walk it back after taking such a strong moral position in front of my kid. We did get the honk and the wave from the surprised person behind us, which was great. My daughter thought it was hilarious. She immediately told her mom the moment we got home. Of course, their story focused on how frazzled I was. Robert says, real talkers, stay safe and well. Sarah, welcome to the team. Great addition. That from Robert, the star or co-star of our Positive Reflections today. You can send in your Positive Reflections. We love stories like those to talk at ryanjesperson.com. Make sure you let us know in the subject line. It's a positive reflection for our Kuby Energy segment. Thanks for this, friends. We keep it real every morning. We gather here in community because we understand what the word means. One love. We'll talk to you tomorrow.